Hey everybody, welcome to today's Restorative Justice Circle. It's awesome that you guys could all make it out here. Stefan and I, my name is Emily, are going to be your facilitators. And so there's been an incident which Amanda has taken responsibility for, right? And we're going to try to get to an agreement about it.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to introduce each other.
I'm Amanda and I pulled the fire alarm.
I'm Leslie and I'm Amanda's mom.
I'm Ken and I'm here, I guess, as a community rep. I was asked by the principal to come today and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, I guess.
I'm Fire Marshal Adam. I'm from the fire hall.
I'm Miss Carter and I'm Amanda's teacher.
I'm Miss Stratton, I'm Amanda's principal.
I'm Colton and I'm Amanda's friend, and I was the one who dared her to pull the fire alarm.
Okay, so we'll get started. So Amanda, tell us what happened.
Colton and I really didn't want to go to class, so he dared me to pull the fire alarm, and I did.
I guess I'm here because Miss Stratton asked me to come. I'm here as a community rep, a concerned parent. My daughter, who was in the school, I guess it was four years ago when it happened, there was a similar incident where a fire alarm was pulled. And upon evacuating the building, because they had to respond like it was a real fire, it wasn't a drill, and upon evacuating, she was pushed down a flight of stairs. If it hadn't been for somebody jokingly pulling that fire alarm, she wouldn't have fallen down the stairs, and she was seriously injured.
Amanda, I can tell that you kind of regret it now.
I feel really bad now because I didn't realize that would have happened. I just thought it was a joke, or...
It's not that I knew she was gonna do it. I don't feel that I made her do something wrong.
If you hadn't have put the spark in Amanda's mind that day, do you think she would have done that on her own?
No.
So can you see how that little bit of, I guess, if nothing else, peer pressure, what that can do to another person, the mindset? I feel that you are as equally as responsible as Amanda.
I don't really think that Colton's equally responsible because he was just joking, and I've done all the peer pressure lessons in school, so I probably should have known better.
When Amanda came into my office, I asked her why was she here, and she said she pulled the fire alarm. I asked her, did she realize how serious that was, and she said no.
Well, at the time it seemed like a good idea because maybe if I got in trouble I'd just go to the office and miss class, but now it doesn't sound like that great of an idea.
Alright. What's your side of the story?
Well, we got there, we saw no smoke, so we go inside and we asked the principal what happened. She says that a young girl named Amanda pulled it, and I hope she knows how serious this really is.
So what do you think should be done?
I think she should spend a weekend working at the fire hall.
Alright. Do you have any suggestions for the school as to make the students aware?
I think the principal should book us to have a fire safety weekend or something like that.
I really hope that with this restorative justice circle that we might be able to hold off on suspension, and perhaps she might be able to do some type of assistance at the fire hall or something of that nature.
I think suspension probably isn't necessary as long as Amanda realizes the seriousness of her actions.
And I would definitely get Amanda, when the fire marshal comes in, if he comes in, to help out with that presentation and explain what kind of consequences that she got from pulling the fire alarm.
After she said that Colton had dared her to do it, I thought she just did it because she didn't want to go to class. But I do hope that she'll resist peer pressure now and just think of what she's going to do before she actually does it, and hope she'll find some other way when she doesn't want to go to class other than pull the fire alarm, because people do get hurt, fall downstairs and get pushed, and it's just really dangerous. So I hope now that she'll realize how severe it was, what she did.
It seems that most people have come up with practically a main solution, perhaps. for the community service for, say, a weekend or something around that.
So,
Yes?
I'm not opposed to Amanda doing anything else. You know, I'm not opposed to her, you know, writing an essay about this situation. And I'm not opposed to Amanda writing a letter of apology for the rest of the individuals working at the fire station. I'm not opposed to more than just her going for a weekend and her perhaps participating in the presentation. I mean, this is it. I'm tired, you know, I have 6 kids, I work full-time, and I mean, I don't feel that I'm the only one that should be disciplining. I would not be opposed if the school came up with another type of consequence. I mean, this is serious, and enough's enough.
So you would like to see something else happening?
Most definitely, I'd like to see her, you know, and if they don't enforce it at school, I'll probably sit her home, you know, for a couple hours to write a letter of apology to the fire station for this. Yeah.
All right, so Amanda, do you have anything to say to the group before we start an agreement?
Sorry, Miss Carter, that I made you come out of your class to deal with what I'd done. And same Miss Stratton, you probably had lots of things to do, and I'm sorry.
Can I just hear all of the terms again? That will take place.
Amanda and Colton would go to the fire hall to help out. And Amanda would also write a letter of apology to the fire hall and to the students, which you would read at the presentation where the fire marshal would come and present what actually happens if a fire alarm is pulled, and she would help doing this presentation.
Okay, Amanda, you understand these terms?
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine.
Well, thank you guys for coming out.
I'm Adam. I play the fire marshal in the play, and I've learned a lot from this experience. I guess I will probably be a facilitator in high school, and I will try to deal with these problems as they did.
This is a very good experience for people who are having trouble with resisting peer pressure and just take things a little too seriously. And try not to do dares that you know will get you into trouble.
I think this was a good experience, and it'd be good for other schools. Instead of just getting suspended, they'll learn their lesson and do something that'll teach them what they did was wrong, instead of just sitting at home being suspended.